So I'm here with a 2011 Chevy Malibu LT. I'm here replacing the brakes and rotors, but they were complaining of a front popping noise going over bumps on the driver's passenger side front. As soon as I took the tire off, I seen what the problem is. This is your stabilizer bar link or your sway bar link. It is no longer connected. Hard plastic, GM stuff. So went out and bought a replacement AC Delco OEM. Went ahead and put it in the description where I got the part from, and I'm going to show you how to replace this. So like most of these parts when you do aftermarket, they're usually two different sizes. I know this nut is a 18 on the factory, but it's a 19 on the aftermarket. And same thing with the here, I'll show you how that looks. Yeah, you put that in the center, it'll lock the bolt while you spin the nut. Sorry, I don't actually have the sizes, the two size differences between the two. I just ripped my set apart and threw them in the toolbox, so I apologize for that, but that's essentially how you do it. Hold the center bolt with one hand, twist the nut off with your other hand. And for the especially the top ones, even on both sides, you're going to have to rotate the tire. So to get to the passenger side, rotate at the top, wheel left. That way it has plenty of clearance back here. And again, that's just if yours is still intact. It'll hit against the wheel well wall right there. So turn it, and I'll get back to you. So the easy top one is finishing up now. There's your ball joint, dried out, crusty. I'll start working on the bottom. And for the bottom one, this is kind of the setup you want to see. More leverage you get, the better. Obviously, a ratchet wrench will definitely help. We're still on the 18, in between the tie rod and the strut itself. So go ahead and start working on this bottom. So once you do this at the beginning or the end, you're going to need to lift up this lower control arm somehow. I use a jack. That way you get the clearance. That bolt nut's going to rub up against that lower control arm. So that is a very long and drug out process on the bottom one, but there's a difference between the two. So after you take the plastic cones protecting the actual ball joint itself off, put it back how you got it. And again, like I said, the new ones are 19 millimeters, so you're going to have to change that up. You're going to have to change Allen wrench 2, and then just drive it in. I did have to lift the jack up probably 5 or 6 more inches to make sure they lined up properly. And that's how you change the front sway bar links on a 2011 Chevy Malibu.